name of the countless war atrocities committed in Sudan. محمد, thank you so much for joining us.
But if you allow me, I'm not agreeing with you that there is many rebel factions. There's SLM, who is only movement created in 1992 with very clear vision, is that to create a country of Sudan depend on our citizenship rights and religion should be separate from the state. And it mobilized 10 years. Then, after 10 years, there was a military faction in order to first to protect ourselves and our people, and then to force the government to sit with us to negotiate.
So when we read an analysis of the situation in Sudan and the rebel movements, and we hear of the Justice for Inequality movement, the SPLA and the SLA, your organization, you are saying that the only true rebel movement that exists now, that has not been absorbed by the government, you are the only one.
SPLM is not more rebel movement because now they joined the government, they signed an agreement, and our belief is that they will be our alliance because we have the same vision to create a secular, democratic, united Sudan. Justice and equality movement, our belief is that they're Islamic fundamentalists and we are fighting the Islamic fundamentalists, and it's impossible to join them at all or to be with us unless they join our vision. We are fighting for vision, not for seats at all.
But your own movement has had its factional divisions. Mini Manawi, who you now say is no longer a part at all of the SLA. He's been absorbed by the government. You essentially don't really know who he is anymore. He's not a man that you deal with. He's no longer, even though he claims he is still an SLA leader. How do you reconcile that? He says he controls a faction of the SLA. You say you control another.
Mini Manawi is created in the way of divide and conquer of the government. And now he's a part of the peace agreement, which is dead. And you saw, unfortunately, his people have been bombarded with tanks in Khartoum. This means that there is no SLM anymore. It's only SLM to lead by us, which controls Darfur and many areas in Sudan, include Kurdistan and different areas in East. Our belief is that our movement is very clear that to create a secular, democratic, liberal state. Everybody who believes in this vision, we highly welcome him. But our belief is that now we are stronger than ever, and our belief is that we are going to create that state that is only to remain our country united. You know that South is going, if this government is remain, if Islamic fundamentalists are in power, we are a country who has a different faction of people, different ethnic group, different religions, different skins, different tribes and cultures. Only way to remain our country united is to create a secular democratic state, depending on our citizenship rights and religion should be separate from the state. Otherwise, there will not be Sudan. I hope that the international community will understand this. If Sudan is divided, it will be like Yugoslavia, and there will be many divisions in neighboring countries, including Nigeria, which has the same problem, South Africa, Chad, many countries will be divided.
So your demands, in essence, have to be met, or else this will be a greater African problem. The civil war in Sudan will spread into neighboring countries.
Yes.
And beyond.
Yeah, this is Islamic fundamentalists. They want to transform their ideology. They're attacking Chad, they're attacking Central Africa, and they're moving. And we are the movement, only the movement who face them with clear ideology is to create a secular democratic state, include all our people in Sudan, and equally, regardless their religion, regardless their belief, regardless their skins or ethnic group.
Now, the party you say you have, in a sense, a natural alliance with that you would envision for the future, the SPLM, formerly led by John Garang, their vision is to agree to government demands to make the north of Sudan ruled under Sharia law, the south of Sudan ruled in a more secular manner as they see fit.
Yes.
How can you say that there's a natural alliance to be built between your faction and the SPLM when you have two entirely different views of what's acceptable?
As I told you that, our difference with SPLM is only that they agree that to be a Sharia law in North Sudan and secular in South. And we're saying that all country will be in one constitution, in one system, which is secular, democratic, liberal state. This is our difference, and we're sure that we will narrow this gap, and we let SPLM enjoy with us in our vision to create a one united secular state, one united liberal secular democratic state. This is the only way. I'm sure that we are doing our best, and in coming soon we will succeed to be in one vision. And I hope that in coming soon, just as I see, in coming soon we will be together.
You claim now, despite the statements of human rights organizations, that your rebel forces have never hurt civilians. Why then does Human Rights Watch say that your group as well is responsible for incidents of killings, rapes, tortures of civilians perceived to be supporting other factions?
It's really not true, this one. We, only the movement, who claim and said very clearly that we are here to defend our people, and our movement is built on human rights. We cannot defeat our statement.
How do you define your people? You don't define your people as those that support Mini Minawi, for example.
Never. We are not going to support Mini Minawi. We have very clear vision. We are fighting for a vision.
So the civilians that you perceive to support him are your enemy.
What?
The civilians that you perceive to support Mini Minawi.
It's not true.
Are not your enemy, or they are your enemy?
Firstly, our enemy is not a Mini Minawi. Our enemy is Islamic fundamentalists who are ruled the country. We are going to change them completely. This is only guaranteed to remain our country united and to create a secular, democratic, liberal state. We are not fighting Mini Minawi. We are not fighting anybody. This is fair. And we stated very clearly, we highly welcome ICC, and we stated very clearly from me as the chairman of the movement, if I committed any violation against human rights, I will go to the ICC personally and to any individual in our movement. And we said that, and I'm saying it now today. I'm repeating this. We are fighting for human rights. It is impossible for us to defeat our statement. I am a lawyer. I'm ready to go to ICC wherever they announce my name or announce anybody's name in our movement. We are fully cooperate with them because we need justice. We don't want this to be repeated in Darfur or in anywhere in Sudan in the world or in the world, wide world.
In fighting your war, then, what tactics have you been using?
What?
In fighting your war, what tactics have you used? You say you've never killed civilians.
Our tactics is that since we signed a ceasefire agreement, we just keep our forces in ceasefire. But the government, instead of to respect ceasefire, they attack us. They kill our people. They bombard us. They send Janjaweed to kill us. Nobody will sit and watch and die. We are just in self-defense situation. And this is the right. This is the human right to defend yourself from killing. This is only SLM. What the SLM is doing now, strategically and tactically now, they are just defending on ourselves. But it will not continue like this. Nobody will sit and die. Nobody will wear. The government has to respect ceasefire agreement, or otherwise we must operate.
Expand then, if you will, on why you are here in Europe. What is your mission here? What do you hope to accomplish?
In fact, you know that after Abuja, there was a very big gap between us and the international community. People say that we are not going to sign an agreement. We refuse to sign Abuja agreement because there is no disarmament of Janjaweed. There is no time factor of disarmament. There is no any guarantee of this disarmament. There is no any guarantee to our people to return home.
So why did your former colleagues sign?
Because you know that there is a matter of divide and conquer that I told you that. Peace is not only paper to be signed. There is a 10th Security Council resolution, include 1706. and the government is not going to implement. There's 4 agreements, include Naivasha Agreement, DPA, and Bija Congress Agreement, and also Cairo Agreement, and the government implements nothing. Peace is not a matter of paper to be signed. Peace is the feeling of people. Our people are not safe. Our people are not secure. There is no peace. There is danger. We kill our people every day. Then the government sends planes, kill our people every day. And the world is just saying wars and words and resolution, but taking no action. I'm very clear in this, whether to send very strong troops to protect our people or to give us weapons to protect our people. There is no such option at all.
Mm-hmm. You believe greater foreign intervention would help tremendously. You'd even like to see NATO troops on the ground.
Yes. Because
sanctions as well, greater sanctions?
Yes, I do respect President Bush, who stated sanctions, and I do those who are going to make sanctions. But don't forget that in every day our people are killed. Every day our people are raped. Genocide is continuous every day, every night, every single second. We need first to stop killing of our people, and this killing will not be stopped unless there is strong force. The UN will not come because there is China, there is many countries using a veto. It's a matter of interest. The only way, if humanity has no broad, if there is no white and black in humanity, what's happened in Kosovo is deserved to be happening in Darfur very clearly. Otherwise, the world may have a broad or a border.
Why hasn't it happened? Why hasn't what happened in Kosovo happened in Darfur?
I'm asking why NATO is not going to Darfur when they went to...
Why do you think?
I'm asking why they are not going.
Do you have an idea of why there hasn't been greater intervention on behalf of NATO in this situation?
Simply not. If I have the idea, I will mention it very clearly. But I believe that it is time for NATO to go. Mm-hmm. And I believe that EU and their constitution that humanity has no borders. I know that United States, the superpower, they believe in humanity too. Mm-hmm. Then why they are not going there?
Well, we thank you so much for joining us. Unfortunately, we're out of time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thanks to our audience as well. Bonsoir.
Thank you very much.